If you invest in ETFs in Germany, then you would have probably heard this advice many times. Always choose accumulating ETFs because the dividends are reinvested into ETFs by itself. And then someone else comes on YouTube and says accumulating ETFs are bad in Germany because of something called Vorabpauschale. So which one is actually better? So in this video, I'm going to explain how this Vorabpauschale actually works, and we will also compare accumulating ETFs with distributing ETFs with real numbers. Yes. And trust me, the answer might actually surprise you. So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Abhishek, your friend but not a financial advisor, and I make a lot of videos on investing and personal finance, especially for expats in Germany and investors worldwide as well. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's topic. So first, let's understand what the Vorabpauschale actually is. Accumulating ETFs reinvest dividends automatically inside the fund. That means you don't receive any cash in your trading account separately. But the German government still wants to tax part of your investment gains each year. So Germany introduced the Vorabpauschale, which is basically a minimum tax on accumulating ETFs. However, there are two very important things which you should understand. First, the tax only applies if your ETF increases in value. Second, it's based on a government reference interest rate known as the Basiszinsen, yes, set by the Deutsche Bundesbank. And this rate is usually much lower than the actual stock market returns, so the taxable amount is often quite small. But let me explain you these two kind of ETFs with real examples. So let's talk about the distributing ETF first. So let's compare two scenarios with real numbers. Imagine you invest 100k into an ETF portfolio. So I got a lot of questions from other investors that are for 10k, 20k, maybe these taxes might not be that huge. But we have to understand that this is a percentage. So it doesn't matter if the amount is smaller or bigger, the percentage is fixed. But just to make it much more clearer for you, so that's why I'm taking here an example with 100k so that you guys can understand that even with a bigger amount invested over the years, you still don't lose so much money with one of these ETFs, okay? So the ETF generates 2% dividends per year, which is typical for global ETFs like MSCI World or emerging markets or S&P 500. That means 100k into 2%, which is 2000 dividends per year, which you will get into your account. Now, in Germany, you have 1000 euro tax-free allowance called the Vorabpauschale, okay? Considering only for singles. For married couples, this becomes much more advantageous. So the taxable amount now becomes 2000 euro minus 1000 euro, which is 1000 euro becomes your taxable amount. So capital gains taxes in Germany is about 26.375% to be exact of 1000 euro, which equals roughly 264 euros tax per year. So with a distributing ETF, you would pay around 264 euros in taxes every year on those dividends. Clear? Now let's compare that to an accumulating ETF with the Vorabpauschale. The formula for the Vorabpauschale roughly looks like the following: portfolio value into Basiszinsen into 70%. So let's assume the Basiszinsen is about 2.5%, which has been typical recently decided by the government. So the calculation becomes 100k, which is your portfolio value, into 2.5% into 70%. That equals about 1750 euros of assumed income. So now we apply the same 1000 tax-free allowance like we did for the distributing ETF, right? So the taxable amount becomes now 1750 euros minus 1000 euros, which equals to 750 euros taxable income. Now we apply the same tax rate, which was 26.375%. So if we apply 26.375% on 750 euros, this gives us 198 euros tax amount per year. So in this example, like we understood, distributing ETF taxes, which you would have to pay, was around 264 euros, and accumulating ETF tax will be around 198 euros, which means the accumulating ETF actually results in less taxes in this scenario. So why accumulating ETF often win? The real advantage, guys, the real advantage of accumulating ETFs is automatic compounding. Because the dividends are reinvested inside the fund, your investment grows faster over time. For example, if you invested 1000 euro per month for 30 years with a 7% return, which is the basic return, guys, on any broad market index, then your portfolio could grow to around 1.2 million euros. Yes. And because the dividends are automatically reinvested, the compounding effect becomes very powerful. And this is why many long-term investors in Germany could go in for accumulating ETFs for wealth building. Again, this is not a financial advice, but I wanted to show you guys the real numbers because there have been many discrepancies surrounding which ETF we should go in for, distributing ETF or accumulating ETF. The YouTubers are actually promoting distributing ETF because of Vorabpauschale, because they probably would like to sell their own products like pension plans or something. So just wanted to clarify this topic once and for all so that you guys have a clear overview about distributing ETF and accumulating ETF. So as you saw, despite the Vorabpauschale, accumulating ETFs might not be that bad of a deal for investors in Germany. And in many cases, it might actually result in lower annual taxation and resulting in much better compounding for much better results in long term. The key here is to understand how the German taxation actually works and to make it work in your favor so that you can structure your portfolio intelligently. And if you're interested in investing not just in ETFs, but to understand the overall investment strategy and build wealth while living in Germany or abroad, then consider subscribing, guys. And for those investors who are beginners and are hesitant considering all the current macroeconomic situation, the war and other things, and are hesitating to make that first step to start their investment journey, don't worry, I've got you covered. I've made a step-by-step investment guide for you guys, and you can have a look at this video right there. You'll find all the details which you need right here. So do tell me in the comment section, do you prefer accumulating ETFs or distributing ETFs? I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and ciao.